Welcome to the Friday Junior edition of End the Simpademic. Friday Junior, of course, is what I call Thursdays. And as I hinted last night, I'm going to be talking about simps and leadership. And this is a pretty simple explanation, but I'm going to take a few minutes with it. And somebody who is simping or just absolutely idolizing a woman is somebody who puts a woman on a pedestal, and it's usually a very high one, and they are basically treating this woman like a goddess, literally. And they say that she's the greatest, she's my all-time woman, she's just so great, she's just so awesome. She doesn't have, you'll never hear a simp of this level talk about any of her weaknesses. And at the same time, he just worships the ground that she walks on. And this is why they will simp for them, is because they think that that's going to be something that's going to gain their admiration. It's going to be something that's going to win them over. Now let's talk about what this is in practice. In practice, this is by putting a woman on a pedestal so high, the man is also putting himself very far beneath her. And biblically and culturally as well, a man in the relationship should be the leader. How can a man lead if he is considered so far beneath his woman that there's no way a woman in this position is going to follow him in any way, shape, or form? Because he's already told her and communicated with her that she is a goddess and that she is perfect in every way. So why is she going to need to follow anybody, let alone some simp who has somehow managed to win her into a relationship, although in most cases this is not a real relationship in the traditional sense. This is something where she is most likely using him for something, money, attention, whatever, resources of some kind. And she's not going to be following this man at all. In fact, if anything, it's going to be the reverse. This man is going to follow this woman off a cliff if that's the case. And this is a situation that you do not want to be in. You do not want to be treating a woman like a goddess and treating a woman on such a high pedestal that the gap between her and you is so huge, and that you are so far beneath her that you are incapable of being a leader. That, again, both biblically and culturally is traditionally the case. You can't lead a woman who you believe is so far above your level that you kiss the ground that they walk on. You're actually worshiping them, and they're actually leading you. And a lot of times, again, that's leading you into a position where you are not leading. You're following her, and you're giving her resources and attention that they don't necessarily deserve. And so this is one big reason why you don't simp after women, is because you're putting these women on a pedestal and they will never follow you. They will use you, they will take your stuff, they will take your money, they will take your time, but they will never follow you because you've already communicated to them that they are perfect and that they don't need to change a thing. They're not going to follow anybody if they have that mentality, let alone somebody that they're supposedly in a relationship with. And so I'm going to settle on that one. It's a pretty simple concept, but I wanted to take a few minutes here and just really kind of go through it and seeing what this type of behavior does to men. It makes you small, and it does rob you of your dignity. As my logo indicates, ending the Simpademic means men reclaiming their dignity. And this is a huge way in which that is the case. Because I want to be a leader. I want to be a man who people follow. And this is something that happens. I don't necessarily look for titles or official positions to do this. And I want to be an influencer, but not in the social media way. I like to be able to influence people just with how I live my life, how I do things. And I hope that some woman someday sees that and likewise wants to follow. And that's why I'm not going to pursue, I'm not going to chase, I'm not going to simp. She's going to basically find me. And that's why I'm not a simp. Either you're her or you're not. It's pretty simple. It's just not very complicated. So this is one reason why we need to end the Simpademic, is because it's turning men into followers. It turns men into ones who are led by women and almost always not to their benefit. I'm going to call that one good. This is Jason here. Again, it's Thursday nights and the Simpademic. I'll be back tomorrow night with another point. I haven't decided what it's going to be yet, but I'm going to be back with something new for you tomorrow night. I want to thank everybody who is following me, the few people who do. And if you have anything to share about any of my videos, feel free to drop a comment in them and just let me know what you think either way. So anyway, I thank you so much for your time tonight. You folks have yourself a great weekend if I don't get a chance to tell you beforehand. So anyway, peace out. Talk to you later.